Your victory in the 1988 NCAA finals is often regarded as one of the biggest upsets, just given the fact that you had 11 losses that season, I believe, and historically no team has ever done what you guys did. So you had an amazing game, tremendous performance, 31 points, 18 rebounds. What can you tell us about that experience? And I know your bunch, your guys were named Danny and the Miracles.
Well, that was obviously a wonderful run for us in 1988 to win a national championship 30 minutes away from our campus. But going into that season, we were ranked as high as #1 preseason by a few people. We had a very talented team. We went through some injuries. We went through some, I'll just say, subtractions with Coach Brown, making some adjustments to the personnel on our team. And when we were struggling at one point in the season, I'll say we might have been like 12-8. And every time we lose a game, Coach Brown would come into the locker room and go, guys, we're close. We're this close. We're right there. You got to continue to grind, believe. And we as a team did that. But we also had great pride in ourselves. We wanted to do whatever we needed to do to help our team be successful. And so, on that run for us, we get a chance to run up against some teams that beat us in the regular season. You talked about Oklahoma, who we beat in the championship game, but they beat us 2 other times in the regular season. We go back and we look at film and we thought if we corrected this mistake, if we took care of this, if we got better in this area, it could be a different outcome. We lost to Duke earlier in the season. We lost to K-State earlier in the season. And so for us, playing those teams down the stretch of our NCAA tournament run actually gave us a little bit of comfort in the sense of knowing that there was a level of familiarity with those teams. Not saying that we felt confident enough that we're going to beat them this time around, no question. But the prep time for us went very quickly because we were able to get to deeper parts of the scouting report because we already had a level of comfort with those teams and playing them already.
Just an amazing run. And I guess, some guys that were hurt came back and coach made adjustments and you won when it was necessary.
Yeah, one of the biggest adjustments, to try to cut you off, was Kevin Pritchard. Kevin Pritchard was our point guard. He was hurt late in the season. He was able to come back on that tournament run for us. And now Kevin is running the Indiana Pacers. So, we had great basketball knowledge out on the court. Another starter in that lineup was Milton Newton, who's in the front office with the Milwaukee Bucks. So we had a lot of guys that had a great understanding of the game and knew what it took to get the job done. So we were very fortunate in that aspect.
And that year, yourself and Kevin Pritchard, the two of you went to the league, actually. Was there anybody else from that team? Only 2 of you.
Kevin went the following year. I was a little bit older than Kevin, so he went the following year. But we had other guys try out, but we were the only 2 to get there and make it for a while. We had other guys go overseas and play and represent their countries nationally. Milton Newton did that for his country. So no one else went on to that NBA level.
Great.
I'm sorry, Mark Randall did. Mark Randall played on that. Was on a part of our championship team, and he had a great career in the NBA, most notably with the Bulls when they were on one of their runs.
How did you feel when you found out that your jersey number 25 will be retired at KU?
When I found out my jersey was going to be retired at KU, I was very, obviously happy, elated, but also humble because I got a chance to go in that gym from my senior year of high school all the way through my 4 years, coming back in the summers and working out in the summertime, going in there with different friends. And you look up there and you see Wilt Chamberlain, you see JoJo White, you see Charlie Black, you see Darnell Valentine, Dave Robish, you see all these great players. And, at that point in time, when you first walk in there and you see it, it's kind of like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then to be included in that group, I feel very thankful. I feel blessed. And the reason that I'm there is because I had a lot of very unselfish teammates to help put me there. And also Coach Brown and his staff did a wonderful job of helping me develop, not only as a basketball player, but as a young man. So extremely grateful, humble, and very blessed to be a part of just the Kansas basketball fraternity in general.